Yes, this is the great Deity, dog. I got just a few words to say. You know what I'm saying? Nowadays it seems quite easy for a nigga to, you know what I'm saying, go out a beat up, 5-minute loops and shit, rapping over things, not even changing it around, not even flipping it, not even bouncing it, not doing nothing with it. You know what I'm saying? And you know, the whole point about the matter is, I'm saying, I ain't got nothing against players. I'm just not playing. That's the whole shit about it, right? So I got a few words to say right here. A friend of my enemy is a foe, and an enemy of my enemy is an ally. Now what am I against? Simply, I'm against New World Order. I'm against this establishment, white supremacy. So on that note, fuck the Rockefellers. He's to Steve Coakley and the Dr. Malachi Z. York. Now who am I? Simply, find out in 4 minutes and change.
Much too complex. I get 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 much too complex. As my voice said, these words.
My borderline is saying it's my tongue projects flame. It's like the famous illusions in your biblical subscription. Facade of Christians. Researches from the cabins, my word patterns dissolves inhabitants of saddle. I won't indenture my soul or blow out the flame in my eternal lantern. My sacred splatters and evolves into your stilo, the zero, a galactical outer spit hero with vision 0-0. Sense of foes of gold, hitherto from timelines away. Strap my proton pack, expensive vocal rage on magnetic resonance. They got caged and outrage as bombs. Platoons consume, exhumed up the fiber, still saturated, terminated. The stay calm, shave on toms, hanging on strings from my scrotum, totem pole swole. Gigantic in nature, you 2-yard sack. Them 10 generations beyond on my accelerator. Running off with your cognitive patterns.
I get much too complex. 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 I get much too complex.
My entities left in French stench, exist in this health sentence after penance strips the animals, while flesh left on park bench. Play the Grinch, an attempt to scurry with my jewels is uncouth. Your offshoot debut, your brain's too minute. Absorb my energy, leaves you destitute. I'm asked to, why your actions push you a fluke. I uproot diamonds behind the gum, transform on earth as puns. Mentalists receive them, breeze past the dough drum, while some entertain my eardrums, kneeling before pulpits, screaming Hail Mary fits. But once an O's a king, they get thrown to the Hades pit. Back to normal tirade and colloquialism. Blast my frame with a Uzi, but my heart rhythm is still living. Hit you with a bat, fall flat like 8 bitches with no back. Like I said, snap and crack. I'm invisible to the guy, running up with your cognitive patterns.
I get much too complex. 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 I get much too complex.
MC's delusional, perceiving hand of the death threat, colliding simultaneous thoughts, deducting they can catch wreck. Incorrect, as once I start to flex, density structures, astronomy collapse, time elapsed, 1999 occurs, basically turd, aliens perturbed, Nubians aware of the scam, plans a visa to destroy the land. Pale man intends on blowing the fifth stone like I drew the microphone, wondering how holes occurred in the ozone. By federal notes, there's so many domes. Going to school yields getting loaned homes. Scriptures decipher fragmented stones. I could care less, but the rest like to wallow in self-created sorrow, ruining the chances for my seats tomorrow. No sorrow, though. What's in this rap shit? I'm the chatty-wag skits from the bracket. Talk about drug rackets, but will never control the stock market. If it did want to spark it, concluded it before your cells could move it up from your cardiac. Running up with your cognitive patterns.
Much too complex. Sorry to hear that.
I flipped the mic so many times times it's overdone, burning its cultured enzymes, and me and the zinc become one. The sun on a solitary mission to born knowledge and bring forth wisdom. No clarity in your perception, show your EM view, that's no direction. Disconnected from objectives, no mental sustenance to let it live. All trickle abscess, pupils who think less and see non beyond. Vulgar fun, monotonous overrun, dim-witted puns, and I'll charge one, watching each one blow their lungs when they succumb to what I've begun. Try to like one, but light will be wasted like a dirt in pagan ways. So I detach my mind still like L.A. and retain most of my rays as long as my makeup is flesh, bones, hormones, chromosomes plus H2O. I slay supreme fiends, diabolical as supreme God within each molecule. Reaching diakinesis while you can't pass the first stage and see that won't use possibility till my objective's been completed. Create spectrums and start squeezing as natural as exhaling, both beating. Running up with your cognitive patterns.
Complex. Sorry to hear that. Complex. Sorry to hear that. Complex. Sorry to hear that. Sorry to hear that.
Whip up a phrase, lyrical renegade, busting lyrics off just like a 12 gauge. Enter my stage and get played. Canines will get spayed. I'm rushing on frats just like a drug raid. So duck in the shade or try to be disguised. Meanwhile, I analyze how to sneak a surprise attack. All you see is a deep black figure who seizes you like a heart attack. Or maybe crack the bone out of your back. Paralysis, I'm enchanted like voodoo passages. Devastating stabs to my intellectual metaphors. It's me to control on your brain. It's impossible ignoring this piece of my hate, but you put on the tape. No time for just kicking it, so think of an escape. Diversion, excursion, sexual perversion. Beat on your dick, but you can't come harder than my working. Tongue is a sword, open hands, start a surgeon. Doctor of rapmatics, I'm getting to and learning the outcome of their fate when they place the stakes against the great who will always dominate, coining phrases. Meticulous way, heroic I illuminate with timber rays that will devastate or reshape skulls of fallen stars who don't radiate. The young juveniles corroding up their mind states. But if you wait, I'm heavy laden on a beat break, weaving out of styles just like a cobra, devil raw, or maybe Kim to play within the field. Savages yield under the forces I wield, utilizing the mic skill to plumage with a phrase. Gray matters graves from a grass burning path. With nuclear math, they couldn't emulate my rap as a spark. The staff, they can't find my origins with an atlas. Aghast when they realize I'm not from this planet, therefore my magnet is 6 centillion tons harder to break than a bad habit. Worded intergalactic, don't miss out Jupiter. Study my scriptures as I coin phrases. Incorporated in your daily word say. From the infusion of my potion, flowing like lotion, I'm out of motion, sporadic boasting, while I ferry your soul through melodic passageways, captivating eggs. Bet you want more? Like Lay's, as chips will be matched while I season the whole batch. Those unattached get thrown out of the latch from the back of the pack. Space T9 eyes, so I dash, subtract before vultures make an impact. Refract within mechanisms, I kick back. Plumbers in the black at, lasers will melt that. Walk fast, beam me up, Scotty, but right back. I haven't curated the art fact, truly. I'm indecipherable, but don't call me the Mooly. The great Deity dog, coin phrases.
I specialize in
borderline is saying it's my tongue to Jack's flame. It's like the famous illusions in your biblical subscription. Messiah of Christians resurges from the caverns. My word patterns dissolves inhabitants of Saturn. I won't indenture my soul or blow out the flame in my eternal lantern. My insignia splatters and evolves into your stilo to zero. A galactical atom spitting hero with vision 00. Send some foes or go hitherto from timelines away. Unstrap my proton pack, dispensing vocal rays on magnetic resonance. They got caged in uprage as bombs for tombs consumed, exhumed off the fibers. They were saturated, terminated the sitcom. Stay calm, shave Uncle Tom's hanging on strings from my scrotum. Totem pole swole, gigantic in nature. You 2-yard sack. I'm 10 generations beyond on my accelerator. Running off with your cognitive patterns. Bioentities left entrenched and stench, existing as health centers after penance strips the animals, while flesh left on park bench. Play the Grinch, an attempt to scurry with my jewels. It's uncouth, your offshoot deboot. Your brain's too minute. Absorb my energy, leaves you destitute. I'm astute, while your actions prove you a fluke. I uproot diamonds behind the gum, transform on earth as puns. Mentalists receive them, breeze past the dough drum, while some entertain my eardrums, kneeling before pulpits, screaming Hail Mary fits. But once and always a king, they get thrown to the Hades pit. Back to normal tirade and colloquialism. Blast my frame with a Uzi, but my heart rhythm is still living. Hit you with a bat, you fall flat like hey bitches with no back. Like I said, snap and crack. I'm invisible to the gap, running off at your cognitive patterns. MC's delusional, perceiving handed the death threat, colliding simultaneous thoughts, deducting they could catch wreck. Incorrect, as once I start to flex, density structures, astronomy collapse, time elapsed, 1999 occurs, Mason deterred, aliens perturbed, Nubians aware of the scam, plans a geezer to destroy the land. Pale man intends on blowing the fist stone like I do the microphone, wondering how holes occurred in the ozone. Why federal notes look so many domes, going to school yields getting loaned homes. Scriptures deciphered for fragmented stones. I could care less, but the rest like to wallow in self-created sorrow, ruining the chances for my seeds tomorrow. No sorrow, don't what's in this rap shit. I'm detaching wax skits from the bracket. Talk about drug rackets, but will never control the stock market. If it did want to spark it, concluded it before your cells could move it up from your cardiac. Running off at your cognitive patterns. I flip the mic so many times it's overdone, burning its cultured enzymes, and me and the zinc become one. The sun on a solitary mission to bore knowledge and bring forth wisdom. No clarity in your perception, show your EM field, that's no direction. Disconnecting from objectives, no mental sustenance to let it live off. Trickle abscess, pupils who think less and see non beyond. Vulgar fun, monotonous overrun, dim-witted puns, and I could charge one, watch each one blow their lungs when they succumb to what I begun. Try to enlighten one, but light would be wasted like a dirt in pagan ways. So I detach my mind still like L.A. and retain most of my rays. As long as my makeup is flesh, bones, hormones, chromosomes was H2O. I slay supreme fiends diabolical. As supreme God within each molecule. Reaching diakinesis while you can't pass the first stage acidic. Won't use posopedic till my objective's been completed. Create spectrums to start to squeezing. As natural as exhaling or breathing.
You better brace yourself for some bad news.
Now I'm no longer myself. Stuck in between two worlds. Now I'm no longer myself. Stuck in between two worlds. I can't escape. Dropped behind enemy lines, I'm held hostage by evildoers and false prophets, tortured with Christianity, trying to maintain my sanity. Technology, the devil's too used to fool.
satanically balanced. These fallen angels oversee human casualties happen more rapidly through drone warfare. The red scare, flag your water and air. Chances are rare to survive, so prepare. Radiation, fallout, mental bondage. She scream a call out for Jesus, grabbing your cross, bagging and bleeding. For deliverance, no man is innocent. For the blood of Christ was never spilled. It was Judas on the crucifix. For history's foul, the Roman Empire running wild. The devil himself control the world. You wonder how to escape this hell on earth. FEMA plotting my demise, baptized in European culture is a curse.
Now I'm stuck in between two worlds. Now I'm stuck in between two worlds. Now I'm stuck in between two worlds. Now I'm stuck in between two worlds.
Throughout the canals of life, I journey from triple night. I arrive to ignite cells that don't react right. So at mid-flight, I got caught up with the hype, masking to the core, but sometimes look like a dyke. You won't get it right. So I say feel overtly feminine. For if there's truly power in my melanin, then why do I need psychotic medicine? In largest doses of religion, reiterate our allegiance to electron-based entities who aim to annihilate, corrupting my environment so they can properly gestate. Unholy balance that simply creates the worst hell. If we a team, let's drop, or I go for duff. Another shattered memory, martyred photo on the shelf. I'ma break out of this crate. It strives to denigrate the glow of my mind state. Even though my fate predicates my being great, it all seems to tend as my elements apprehend my confidence and conquer my spiritual lens. Fast to be cleansed, but that won't be the end as I transcend most of my peers, yet I overlove my people. So when self dashes to others' aid, disappointment be the sequel. A deity among men who follow a man, and as my glow expands and yank me back under the hand. Invisible, but its partiality leaves us divisible. If the doctor said ye are gods, it pertains each Nubian participle. Yet some deny the article, for they haven't mastered their particles, intimidated by my command of molecules. So now I'm equivalent to their ridicule. It's pitiful. I let toxic saliva anoint my holy temple to the point every block trembles when the bass kicks and ride over the cymbals that mean nothing. But thought pattern is more important than line for line recital. My vital stats improve as I eradicate my captivity in the middle state.
Now I'm stuck in between two worlds. 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 In between two worlds. Wink, 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 wink. Between two worlds. Between two worlds. Between two worlds. Between two worlds.
That about does it for today. You can get up.
You better brace yourself for some
Acapella.
bad news.
I can't go on like this, prisoner of my own emotions. Desperate in a search for an answer. Desperate in a search for an answer. Answer.
Throughout the canals of life, I journey from triple night. Arrive to ignite cells that don't react right. So in mid-flight, I got caught up with the hype, masked to the core, but sometimes look like a dyke. You won't get it right. So I say feel overtly feminine. For if there's truly power in my melanin, then why do I need psychotic medicine? In largest doses of religion, reiterate our legion to electron-based entities who aim to annihilate, corrupting my environment so they can properly gestate. Unholy balance that simply creates the worst hell. If we a team, let's strive, or I go for duff. Another shattered memory, martyred photo on the shelf. I'ma break out of this crate. It strives to denigrate the glow of my mind state. Even though my fate predicates my being great, it all seems pretend as my elements apprehend my confidence and conquer my spiritual lens. fast to be cleansed. But that won't be the end as I transcend most of my peers, yet I overlove my people. So when some ashes to others aid, disappointment be the sequel. A deity among men who follow a man. As my globe expands, it yank me back under the hand. Invisible, but its partiality leaves us divisible. If the doctor says ye are gods, it pertains to each Nubian participle. Yet some deny the article, for they haven't mastered their particles. Intimidated by my command of molecules. So now I'm equivalent to their ridicule. It's pitiful how I let toxic saliva anoint my holy temple, to the point every block trembles when the bass kicks and rides over the cymbals that mean nothing. For thought pattern is more important than line for line recital. My vital stats improve as I eradicate my captivity in the middle state.
Now I'm stuck in between two worlds. Now I'm stuck in between two worlds. Now I'm stuck in between two worlds. Now I'm stuck in between two worlds.
Within the middle state, a surge of self-hate. Everyone chases baits, but no one knows the stakes. Yet the few greats have to combat the flakes who were ingrate and can't cooperate with the scheme to alter the agreement at the altar for pain and suffrage. To be married to us, to death do us part for peace. Yet the beast flees, flourishes of our divine nourishment. Some seek to abolish the language, while others scream with anguish. Two separate realities, yet all from the same nationality. A helium-based chemistry, yet the intensity of reactions of my protons in my nuclei makes it warlike when I roam around like body types. My minds don't think alike, so explosions occur when I reach out to try to bring them ashore. And I probably see more before I go out the revolving door. Reality burns my heart like sulfur, ignited with oxygen. Nothing to believe in, for illusions won't win. Gotta come from what's this guy by the skin. I need 5 ice ages. Sages would be embarrassed if they could see the Edomites now. The acceptance of pale waves utilized to gain a grain of sand on beaches of resources they're controlling. Yet it's all on us, thus a bust. This capsule taking us beneath dust, ending civilization. For now their time is waiting. No God is coming to change the stakes. As long as that is fair, their plans will hold weight. So let a bullet punctuate. My essence will still exist as long as I originate and state as I break free from the middle state. Great Deity dog, R.O.W.Y.C.P Productions. Feeling sorrow deep in this world, so we take an exit.
In between two worlds. Now I'm stuck in between two worlds. Now I'm stuck in between two worlds. Now I'm stuck in between two worlds.
It wasn't flesh day again. Watching rap videos, gazing at social tutorials, sinking into RN. That's when it all began. Thoughts of us, spotting from my brainstem, thinking, which of the temptress will I begin to permeate with this world its essence and necessitate to procreate. So like cold air, I loomed over the ill state, finding no desires for bratty objects lacking carnal weight. I smack her off my slate, I hit D to her core, even if she wore a breastplate. With my eyes I articulate, Latifah, a royalty, go on a date. I got the divine sword to inhabit your body, got you the hair you wore in the back when you were wearing the mockery. This great deity radiates on your lover's blonde ambition. Yeah, I beat you for Paul, but I could be corrected with a little nazitoire or quadroir with ball of Mary. As we set it off, but like Solomon, I'm down with polygamy, surrounding matrimony. To all those who wanna grab me, a great collage of personalities, even though it doesn't include Bahamadia. She can keep it true, my honey bun, little mommy. Let me amend your situation with some silicone. You like diamond stones? Well, I love golden thrones, jazzing out your poppy notes. But now let me direct my quotes to Isis. Used to be a goddess, but it's no longer priceless. Could have donated to me her soul. For media will love to cascade me in 12 pieces as God's antithesis. So resurrect me like Jesus. For as a pound, I I aim to swell up your uterus, have you discharge it at 1 minute intervals. You figure the brass as I place my palms on the lighted chest. She can hold my rocks and visit my monument. It's rough around the neck every single day. I'm comic missionary. I yo-yo from sugar tea to the sweetest tea, baby. Electric pulsations with 5 green contacts on brown skin, blonde hair matrons. I take your advice, but on that vibe, don't forget who created the bacon. But before I start waking, at late nights, my thoughts be displaced in lust, tantalizing, and ocean fox and brown's boss. Yeah, I know I'm dreaming, but I make her genetics steeper than Lawrence Hill. Perfect body, voice to heal, and mind to melt steel. A man crossing hip-hop scene. How many y'all will survive without provocative magazines? But don't get me wrong, Foxy, I'm on the pound you till I rearrange your spleen, swell your labilla, herniate your dick, fracture your tailbone, ash your moan, puncture one of your kidneys, get burned in case of acne. Feel in nature got me. Slowly turn into vapor, your supple flesh said I could rough up the data for gators. It's a Pandora's box, your genesis, to make the greatest of God's box, control of the universes. But this isn't personal, I got love for you, for real you're beautiful, but in the macroverse, you attract energies, alike to what you portray first. So stay firm, baby. It's the great Deity doll live from the G.O.D. network.
Ladies,